welcome. All right, so yesterday I was trying to figure out how to like animate the reflection here, like the wateriness here, because if it's just fixed, it's not going to look interesting. Let's actually go like this. Let's open up another one here. Or switch this to shader editor. I don't want to spend too much time trying to figure this out. I just want to see if there's like a quick solution here. So I just want it to float around. If it's something like this, that would be ideal. Now I could just do this. I'm actually going to switch this back to 3D. We're going to click the scale here. What? Hold up. Oh, today it decides to work. Today it decides to work. Yesterday I was like messing with this for an hour trying to figure out how to like get the this keyframe to show up, and after I click this button right here, and now today it just worked. What in the world, dude? All right, noise. Okay, so we need the scale to be really big, like something like that. There we go. Maybe I do want it to be 40. Let's try that. Yeah, and then let's start this at 0. This is the W value. I don't know what the W value even means, but I know that it constantly changes it, so that's all I care about. It's the fourth coordinate, a time-like dimension. It just mutates the space. Okay, got it. It doesn't actually have a name. It's just called W. Yeah, it's like a phase offset. That's perfect. Okay, so we're actually going to click it. Gonna go to modifiers. We're gonna add a generator. We're gonna calm it down. Too much. 0.005. Let's try that. Hey, that's not bad. Yeah, that has like a wateriness to it, right? I think that's just what we needed. 0.0025. Let's try that. Half the speed. Isn't that nice? That's nice. That looks really nice. That has the exact kind of watery feel that I was looking for, right? Back to shader editor. We're going to add a vector mapping. We're going to plug this into the vector. Oh gosh, did I just break it? I basically broke it. Hang on. Okay, hang on. Let's also do a texture coordinate generated on vector. There, that fixed it. Okay, cool. But I want to scale the Y. Yeah. Okay, that's looking pretty good. At least the top. If you're just focusing on the top here, that's really what we're looking at here. I really like that. Let's duplicate this and call it water falling. And let's go to this mode. Let's grab our select circle. Let's grab all these. Okay. And then we're going to switch these to water and hit assign. And then we're going to add a material slot. Okay. And this material slot is going to be water falling. Okay. So go back to water. We're going to assign and then select the inverse. And we're going to hit water falling and hit assign like that. And now we should be able to, in theory, as long as this works correctly, change the coordinate here. Yep, perfect. Okay, so let's rotate the X by 90 degrees like this. We're going to put the scale on the X to something like, 8, I guess. And then bring down the Z to a bunch. And then I think we have to switch this to UV. And then we need to go to all UV, smart UV project unwrap like that. Okay, now when I hit play. Okay, hang on. We need to add a modification. So now if we go here and we open mapping right here. So if I go to graph editor here, so mapping, click, there it is, right there. And then if now I can go to modifiers and say generator. Let's turn down the value like crazy. Okay, we almost got it working, hang on. Okay, that's a start. I like it. It gives us the effect that we want. Okay, now I want to duplicate this platform here. Okay, F, S, and then Shift Z. There we go. Yeah, cool. That's perfect. Duplicate, scale, Shift Z. Okay, cool. Cool. We might be able to do some shape keys and like slowly expand this, but we'll see. Okay, anyways. So if I go here and I want click these like this, and we hit waterfalling and hit assign like that. Okay, that's looking pretty cool. Yeah, we're gonna have to slow it down. We're gonna have to do like a slow version material. Let's just do that. Let's add a third slot. We're gonna duplicate it and we're gonna say water drizzling like that. And then all I have to do is I need to go to the mapping here, and we're gonna turn down this to negative 0.001. Water drizzling, assign, like that. Okay, and then we're gonna bring up the scale to 10 on the X, maybe 25 on the X. Sick. Okay, water drizzling, assign. This is good. This is good. I'm liking this. Okay, we need more of this. So what we'll do is let's extend this a little bit. We are always neat maxing. We shall forever be neat maxing. Making good progress here. All right, we're cooking this. We're cooking it. I want to start like building the terrain and such. But let's focus on the water. Let's get all this water built out. Okay, I kind of like the zigzaggy look of the water. We should do that more. We should kind of like zigzag it a little bit like that. Yeah. Let's subdivide these and zigzag. Yeah. Yeah, that looks nice. Control G. And then we're going to call this master color. Go to parent node tree. That's cool. All right. So now if I go to this slot right here, and if I kill these and then I add group master color and then plug this in. That's sick. Okay, sick. Oh, I love Blender, man. This program is so incredible. There are some things that like are not intuitive that you have to like learn. But man, it's just like when you're like, oh, can it do this? You're like, yeah, it can. And then it has like all these different methods of like solving the problem that you want. So now I can double click this. Yes. Okay, cool. And now I can adjust this, and this adjusts all the materials at once like this. Boom. All of the different shaders, they're all controlled by the same color. I love that so much. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm grouping nodes. So I have one group node, like one master node, because I have 3 different materials, because I have 3 different animations going. So if I hit play here, so I have like this neutral, like this is my neutral material right here, and then I have this falling material for this. Now it's not mapped perfectly, but this is the falling material at this speed, and then I have it falling at a different speed at like a different rate right here for like when it hits the ground. So I have like 3 different speeds and 3 different shaders, but I want them all to be united in their color. And I was like, it's gonna be annoying if I want to change the color later, and I have to go through each slot and go, okay, change the color to this, change the color to this, and you just have to group them. And then you plug that in, and then that same master node, if it's applied to all 3 different shaders, it's separate from all 3 and it's plugged in separately. So when I change the color here, it changes. Like if I want to change this to red for some reason, you know, I can change it to orange or whatever, and then bam, it changes all of it. The darks here need to be changed too. So if I click this and change this to like there we go, boom, and changes all of it all at once. I love that. I might change our red here to a blood red. It could work as blue. It could also work as red. We can make it really more subtle. We can make it more intense. I kind of like the more subtle look. Like that. That's sick, man. View all in graph editor. Where in the heck is it? I got these to animate. Oh, it's because see, this is why. It's so frustrating. So I was in the material and I was like, okay, I'm clicking this and I'm not seeing it. There's 3 things you have to have open. You have to have it open in your viewport. You got to click the object that you're going to animate the shader for. Then you have to go into your shader editor. You have to click the thing that you're going to be animating, and then it shows you the keyframes. Good Lord. My goodness. With Blender, there's so many ifs and ands and buts and maybes. Like, you have to have this selected, select this, then it'll understand what you're asking it. If you don't have the thing selected and you're clicking this, see, like, you can see right here. So this is my animation information right here on the bottom left. And I have this selected because this is what I was animating. If I deselect it like that, it keeps the shader open. This is the shader that's being used here, but it doesn't know which object it's animating anymore. So that's why. And once I learn that, I'll remember that next time. But I have to learn it. I have to like understand it and ingest it. And then I know the software's logic. So then I'm like, okay, where's my animation information? Because when I hit play, I see it right here, but it's not showing it in my graph editor. I'm like, where the heck is it? You know? And I was like trying to click it. I was trying to figure out what's going on. I couldn't animate it. It's because I have to click it and then it shows it. It's like, goodness. Anyways, I think we're done here. We got our, it's a little bit creepy with this font of blood, but it's going to make sense. So I like it. We're happy with it. Here, let's actually go into the reflection right now and turn the reflection down some so it's a little more subtle. Yeah, it's very subtle. We should make the light blue just to kind of see what that looks like. Yeah, it's going to be really, really cool looking. 100%. It's going to be really, really cool looking. The blue with the red. Yeah, it's going to be cool. Tomorrow, we're going to build the environment. So we're going to build like a hill. It's going to be on like a hill. And I'm thinking there's going to be grass, which means we're going to have to use geometry nodes, which will be fun. And we're also going to build a path. I want there to be a path with like some bricks laid into the path a little bit. But like they're going to be kind of like patchy. They're going to be patchy bricks everywhere. And yeah, I'm going to do some bricks. We're going to do some like, and they're going to be connected to the front of this. But yeah, we're gonna shape our ground. It's gonna be like a hill, and that way we can do some shots, kind of going up the hill. And then after that, we'll do the glass. After that, we'll do the marionette, and then we'll move on to the next one. But yeah, looks really cool.